quality shot. Drop some money for a museum. Everything's going according to plan. Brawl against brawler, again and again. Did you get the invite, baby? Come on, when this block party's done, there'll be no block left to party on.
Let's get this party started!
Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, I'm going to be going through the best 15 brawlers to max out currently for this season inside of ranked, or whether you just want to play ladder as well, but mainly inside of ranked. A lot of these brawlers are not too much different from the previous meta, but some of them are going to be like preemptive for the hyperchargers coming out in a couple of days, hopefully, and some of them did receive a buff and they've been really good in the meta. So before we jump into it, make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and let's jump into it then. So the first one is going to be Ruffs. So you guys know, if you've been watching my streams, I've been high on the Ruffs for a while since the buff, and over the weekend I've been playing just a lot more Ruffs, and it just feels absolutely insane. The recent buff, I think it was a 10% projectile speed buff, which is insane. Of course, having a faster projectile, you're just going to hit more shots. You're going to get more supers, more damage on the map. He's just a really strong brawler right now in the meta. He's not anything toxic, but with Ruffs, he's very versatile. He's like Rico in that essence, where you can play him on a lot of different maps and a lot of different modes. You can even play him on Knockout and Bounty with the field promotion style power as well. So yeah, I really like Ruffs in this meta. Again, he's not anything like crazy broken, but he's such a solid, versatile pick. The next brawler you must absolutely max out for this season, it has to be Ollie. So preemptively, a couple of weeks ago, told you guys to max out Ollie, and I still think if the hypercharge comes out in a couple of days, he will be this super broken brawler. So I know they did actually nerf the hypercharge rate a little bit with Ollie, but it doesn't even matter. It's just still Ollie's like a solid brawler in the meta without his hypercharge. So just being able to have, like, just looking at the hypercharge mechanically, it looks like the Kenji one, right? Like, you can just jump over a wall, the radius of it, it's just absolutely mind-numbingly broken. So it doesn't matter how long you get it. Like with Kenji's, again, like, you can take 2 minutes to get it, but you literally have that one purple button, you get a team wipe, you'll win the game. It's as simple as that, and it's uncounterable near enough. There's only like a handful of brawlers really that can counter this Ollie hypercharge. So yeah, I just think it's going to be done broken in a couple of days time. The next brawler must absolutely max out has to be Bonnie. So you guys should have Bonnie maxed out by now. If you haven't, I don't know what you're doing already. So Bonnie's like perfect for ranked, because I pretty much never see her banned out for whatever reason. She's quite clearly a top 3 brawler inside of the game, but it's mainly the hypercharge. You can't play without the hypercharge, but the hypercharge is the reason why she's broken. It's because she can pretty much jump on top of any brawler she wants to. Before, you had to handpick your brawlers you wanted to jump onto, whether it would be like a squishy brawler, thrower, etc. There had to be like below 7k, 6k health for you to be able to get that kill. But now with a hypercharge, you can pretty much jump onto everybody, even like a Frank. I mean, you probably don't want to jump onto a Frank, but you can jump onto any tank and you'll get a kill. Especially if you're close to that tank, you can stun them twice, dealing extra damage. Yeah, she just runs through absolutely everything. And a brawler like Bonnie, she has great range and just such great versatility. You're going to be picking her in every single game mode and every single map. So why wouldn't you max out Bonnie? Next brawler must be looking to max out has to be Larry. So Larry did receive quite a hefty hypercharge rate nerf before even the hypercharge came out, but I still think that in this type of meta, he'll be probably the best thrower to have, because eventually when you do get that hypercharge, it will just be so overwhelming for the opponents to deal with that you just be able to just force them back into spawn with a click of a purple button, which would be really good. And the twins have always been quite steady in the meta. They've been a safe pair of hands. The fact that since the twins release, they've been pretty much in A tier brawler. Only recently, because they haven't got a hypercharge, they've gone down to the B tier. But again, you can play them in a lot of different situations, a lot of different brawler maps, hot zone. You can play them in knockout and bounty wherever you want to, because they're just pretty consistent. So yeah, I think the twins will be fully back in the meta, and I anticipate them at least being high A tier. Next up on the most max out list, we have Tara. So Tara always just barely misses out my top 15 list in terms of best brawlers in the game, mainly because she's only really good on 3 out of the 6 game modes. But that doesn't matter, because she's literally the best gem grab brawler by far in the meta. I feel like you have to max her out, because in pro play, literally the draft revolves around Tara, whether you're like banning out Tara's counters like Amber, Janet, Sandy. If you ban out a couple of those, then you can first pick Tara. You know, if there's only, it's just a lot of mind games that go on around Tara. Pros don't seem to even ban out Tara for whatever reason, even though she's the best pick. You get what I mean? She's just the best, like pretty much into everything, unless the opponents have like an Amber and a Sandy, like I said. But pretty much on any bushy map, she's just going to be a force to be reckoned with, because she's just got a hypercharge which takes hardly anything to charge up. Literally 2 supers, that's just free. That's going to be able to get you a team wipe, a couple of kills. You've got the support from beyond that can be really toxic in a 1 versus 1. There's just hardly any brawlers that can match up to Tara in a lane and gem grab, in brawlable, etc. Next brawler you must be looking to max out with this season in ranked has to be Byron. So you don't have to like quickly max him out right now. You can wait till you get this hypercharge, but I think he'll be one of the brawlers that will excel a lot thanks to the hypercharge, because it'll be fast charging, and although the hypercharge super isn't anything like game breaking, it still adds that extra bit of DPS, just like Gus in that sense, where you know, Gus was this underrated brawler. I think it was like he's like B tier, A tier, but as a time-based fought, and he's able to defend himself against all these aggressive brawlers. The same will happen to Byron. He'll be able to defend himself happily, and it's always this thing, right, in competitive play where Byron probably has picked him out of ranked, but then when it comes down to the